there, explorers! Meadow here, and today we're going on an adventure, but not to outer space this time. We're staying right here on Earth to learn about something super cool, the Kansas state flag. Have you ever seen a flag waving in the wind and wondered, what's that all about? Flags are like secret codes, and each one tells a story. The Kansas flag is bursting with cool symbols and colors that tell us about the history and spirit of the Sunflower State. Ready to unlock the secrets of the Kansas flag? Let's go!
Before Kansas had its awesome flag, it used something called a state banner. Imagine a big banner with a sunflower on it and the word Kansas. Pretty simple, right? But there was a problem. This banner was kind of floppy and hard to display next to the American flag. They needed something new, something bolder and more striking. That's when a clever teacher named Hazel Avery came to the rescue.
In 1927, Hazel Avery from Lincoln, Kansas, had a brilliant idea. She designed a brand new flag for Kansas, and guess what? The Kansas legislature loved it. They officially adopted her design, and the very first time this new Kansas flag flew high in the sky was at Fort Riley during a big celebration called the American Legion's State Convention. Can you imagine how proud Hazel must have felt seeing her creation waving in the wind?
Decoding the Kansas flag. What do all those symbols mean? Now, let's take a closer look at the Kansas flag. It's more than just a piece of cloth. It's a tapestry of history and culture. It has a beautiful deep blue background, like the wide open sky above the Kansas prairies. This blue represents the vastness and freedom of the Kansas landscape. And right in the center, there's a golden circle, like the sun shining down on all the amazing things in Kansas. This golden circle symbolizes prosperity and the warmth of the Kansas spirit. Inside that circle is the state seal, and boy is it packed with cool stuff. The seal is a window into the rich history and diverse culture of Kansas. We've got a landscape with a rising sun, symbolizing the dawn of a new day and the promise of a bright future. A farmer plowing a field, representing the hard work and dedication of Kansas farmers who contribute to the state's agricultural success. A river with a steamboat, highlighting the importance of rivers in Kansas's trade and transportation history. A covered wagon with pioneers, symbolizing the westward expansion and the adventurous spirit of the early settlers. Native Americans hunting bison, showcasing the rich indigenous history and their connection to the land. And even 34 stars, representing Kansas as the 34th state to join the Union. Each of these symbols tells a story about Kansas. Let's break it down. The flag is not just a symbol, it's a narrative of the state's journey, its people, and its values. By understanding these symbols, we can appreciate the depth and richness of Kansas's heritage. The state seal, a storybook on a flag. The Kansas state seal is more than just a symbol. It's a rich tapestry of history and culture, woven into the fabric of the state flag. The landscape with the rising sun represents the vast prairies of Kansas and the promise of a bright future. This imagery captures the essence of a new day dawning, filled with endless possibilities and opportunities for growth and prosperity. The farmer and plow show us that Kansas is known for its agriculture. It's one of the breadbaskets of America. The hard-working farmers of Kansas have cultivated the land for generations, producing bountiful harvests that feed not just the state, but the entire nation. The river and steamboat remind us that Kansas has always been important for trade and transportation. These waterways were the lifelines of commerce, connecting Kansas to distant markets and facilitating the exchange of goods and ideas. And the covered wagon with pioneers? This iconic image takes us back to a time of exploration and adventure. That's a nod to the brave folks who traveled west to build new lives in Kansas. These pioneers faced countless challenges and hardships, yet their determination and spirit laid the foundation for the thriving communities we see today.
We can't forget the Native Americans hunting bison. Their presence on the seal is a tribute to their enduring legacy and the rich cultural heritage they brought to the region. This symbol acknowledges the people who lived in Kansas long before it became a state and their deep connection to the land. The bison, a vital resource for the Native Americans, represents their deep respect for nature and the balance they maintained with their environment.
And finally, those 34 stars. Each star is a testament to Kansas's place in the Union. They represent Kansas becoming the 34th state to join the United States. This milestone marked Kansas's official entry into the nation, a moment of pride and celebration for its residents. The flag, with its intricate seal, tells the story of Kansas's journey, its people, and its enduring spirit. More than just a pretty flower, the sunflower and motto. But wait, there's more. Above the state seal, you'll see a big, bright sunflower. That's because Kansas is known as the Sunflower State. Sunflowers are known for their cheerful yellow petals and their ability to turn towards the sun. They represent happiness, growth, and the warmth of the Kansas spirit. And if you look closely below the state seal, you'll see the state motto written in Latin ad astra per aspera. That means, to the stars through difficulties. This motto reminds us that the people of Kansas have always been strong and determined, overcoming challenges to reach for their dreams. Pretty cool, right? Fun flag facts you won't believe. Now that you're a Kansas flag expert, here are some fun facts to impress your friends. Did you know that the Kansas state flag has a lot of interesting details that tell the story of the state? Let's dive into some of these fascinating tidbits. The Kansas state flag is usually made of dark blue silk, making it look extra fancy. This rich fabric choice gives the flag a regal and elegant appearance, which is fitting for a state with such a proud history. The first time the flag was officially shown off was at Fort Riley by Governor Benjamin S. Paulin. This event was a significant moment in Kansas history, as it marked the introduction of a symbol that would come to represent the state's identity. He wanted the troops and the Kansas National Guard to be the first to see it. This gesture was a way to honor the brave men and women who served the state and the country, highlighting the importance of the flag as a symbol of unity and pride. Some people call the time before the Civil War Bleeding Kansas because there were disagreements about whether Kansas would allow slavery. This period was marked by intense conflict and violence as people fought passionately for their beliefs. Kansas played a big part in the fight for freedom and equality. The state's involvement in these crucial events helped shape the nation's history and set the stage for the eventual abolition of slavery. So there you have it. These fun facts about the Kansas state flag show just how much history and meaning can be packed into a single piece of fabric. The Kansas state flag is more than just a pretty design. It's a symbol of the state's history, its values, and the spirit of its people. Each element on the flag tells a story, from the sunflower representing the state's agricultural heritage to the Native American and pioneer imagery that reflects its diverse cultural roots. It's a symbol of the state's history, its values, and the spirit of its people. The flag serves as a reminder of the struggles and triumphs that have shaped Kansas into the state it is today. Next time you see the Kansas flag waving proudly, you'll know all the amazing stories behind its symbols. Whether it's the state seal that showcases the beauty and bounty of Kansas, or the motto ad astra per aspera, meaning to the stars through difficulties, each part of the flag has a special significance. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and stay curious. There's always more to learn about the world around us. And who knows what other fun facts you might discover next.